Black folk, as I told you, are through. Reparation is not a nicety, it's a necessity. What are the conditions? What are the conditions that precipitated black folk getting into this dilemma? And what black labor, white wealth did, it tracked 800 years of history in very systematic terms to show you every strategy, every technique, every law, every public custom, and every public policy that was used to enslave black folk around the world and to maldistribute almost 100% of all this nation's wealth, power, resource, privileges, businesses, and controls of all levels of government into the hands of the dominant white society. And what slavery and Jim Crow segregation did with black folk, it intentionally maldistributed all the resources away from black folk and created a real-life monopoly game. Black folk in America are playing in a real-life monopoly game that you're totally ill-prepared to play and win.
Peace, love, and reparations. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. You already know it's your boy Black Star. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Hit that like and that share button as well. Family, I want to get into this whole tribal government and why I also don't believe that we need a crime bill. For one, I don't think it'll work. Two, since the fact that it's not going to work and they're not going to abide by it, right? I think that we should have a tribal government with a tribal court, right? With a tribal court, the same way the natives have. And I'm gonna walk y'all through some of this and the Native Affairs website, and we're gonna go through all the stuff that they be getting. And I'm gonna show y'all a couple videos to go with some of the stuff that they get, so we can show how some of these politicians be on some BS when they always talking about, oh, well, we're gonna give reparations to blacks. We gotta make sure natives get it too. And I'm going to show you that they've been getting it, and they get it on a lot of levels. Trust me, because a lot of people don't look into this aspect of it. But not only are they getting checks every month, but they getting a whole lot of other stuff, and we're going to delve into that. But I think that we can take something from them, and that's this part right here, which is the tribal government. So a tribal government, in terms of the Indian tribal government, means the governing body of any Indian or Alaskan Native tribe, band, nation, Pueblo, village, or community at the Secretary of the Interior acknowledges to exist as the Indian tribe under the federally recognized Indian Tribe List Act of 1994. So at some point, right, the Secretary of Interior acknowledges them as an Indian tribe. So we have to be recognized as a tribe so that we can then have, within this tribal government, we can have tribal courts, right? So tribal courts is a court administered through self-government and American Indian tribe, especially on reservations, and having federally prescribed jurisdiction over custody and adoption cases involving tribal children, criminal jurisdiction over offenses committed on tribal lands, members of tribes, and broader civil cases, because that's exactly what it says when you tap on it. But I also wanted to show you all this real quick. But we definitely need a tribal government for the simple fact, is it down here? I don't even know where it's at. Here's right here. Here we go. Here we go. Native tribal courts, right? I want to read the jurisdiction part. Tribes retain sovereignty to establish and operate their own justice system. The courts are empowered to resolve conflicts and disputes arising from within the tribe's jurisdiction and enforce tribal law. So again, right, anything that happens on tribal land, they handle that situation. The federal and the state government does not. This makes a big difference because this won't allow you to run up those numbers in the prison industrial complex that y'all have running in America with the worst judicial system in the country. In the world, excuse me. We have the worst judicial system in the world and the highest recidivism rate. So what we want to do is get ourselves away from this. This is why we're screaming and asking for a hate crime bill and a lynching bill that they're not doing anything for, right? Y'all gave us a lynching bill, and then you didn't even get the person that you made the bill for. right? Which was Emmett Till, and you never locked Carol Bryan up for it. So what's the point of it, right? If it's not going to help the person you intended it for, then what's the point? Right? That's like making a Trayvon Martin bill, but then you let George Zimmerman go. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you made the bill for him, you would think you would get him some justice. But anyway, this is what we need, family. We need, hold on, I'm gonna keep reading a little bit. The U.S. Congress authorized these states to have criminal jurisdiction over all offenses involving Native Americans on tribal lands, and transfers the federal government's criminal jurisdiction over Indian country to 6 states. Congress also authorized state courts within jurisdiction in civil cases that were previously exclusive under the jurisdiction of the tribal federal courts. As a result, the state and tribal courts share jurisdiction in certain areas. And I'm going to show you, because we got to go onto their website, and they talk about the tribal courts and things like that, and things that they trying to address to the courts as well. But still, at the end of the day, they have their own judicial system. They have their own courts and everything like that. They have their own laws, and we can do that. We can absolutely do that, right? So let's go here real quick. We're gonna go here. So this is the Indian Affairs, right? Now, on the Indian Affairs website, they have education, justice, economic development, and policy and procedure. Now, this is where we're going to get into the money, family. Watch this. Let's first go to economic and development. So under economic and development, they got capital investment and economic development, right? Now, mind you, this has nothing to do with them checks that they get in every month. And some of them get quarterly, right? So the bipartisan infrastructure law, right? The bipartisan infrastructure law, I'm gonna just read a little snippet. November 15, 2021, Joe Biden signed a bipartisan infrastructure law which invested $13 billion directly into tribal communities across the country and made tribal communities eligible for billions more, right? Watch this. The U.S. Department of Interior receives $466 million investment for the Bureau of Indian Affairs for infrastructure projects and climate resilience initiatives, as well as historic investments of $2.5 billion to help the department fulfill settlements of Indian water right claims and deliver long-promised water resources to tribes. Now watch this, family. Let's go to the bipartisan infrastructure law tribal playbook. Now, mind you, Biden said, hold on, before we get into this, right? Because look at this, family. Remember they said they couldn't do anything for us specifically? This is their playbook, 2 specific goals, and is organized in 2 parts. Identify programs and sources of funds specifically set aside for tribal communities under the law. There are over $13 billion in the tribal specific programs or set asides for tribes within existing programs under the law. The first half of the document provides an outline of these funds and guidance on where to seek technical assistance and further information. Now watch this, family. Remember this?
People, because black people need it, because so many things have been done to us throughout the history of this country. So many things have.
Oh, they got me. Hold on.
The ancient Egyptians understood that they could use sound to reduce their weight.
Here we go.
Things have been done to us, but very little has been done specifically for us. Why do you think that is?
Because African Americans represent 12% of the population. And so if you are...
She said African Americans represent 12% of the population. That's a lie, one. We've been 12% of the population since 75 or 70 something, right? In the 70s, right? But that's why you can't do anything specific, because that's what his question was. But guess what? The natives, let me share my screen. The natives are only 2% of the population. But y'all giving them Billions and billions and billions and billions. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that.
A traditional politician doing the math, you think if I name this group, I am going to lose other people, and I can't get, if every single black person voted for me, this may not get me what I want. So let me make it vague enough that other people don't get offended by helping.
Oh, you just gave me an idea. I hate to cut you off. But
See how they talk that bullshit? Now watch this, family. Hold on, because I got another one. I got another one right here.
Ask you this then. If in fact a calculation comes to you that you are satisfied with, would you then say, I'm for reparations?
The answer is it would depend on what it was, and will it include Native Americans as well?
Will it include Native Americans? Hold on. Watch this, family. Because this we already know that this Negro already, I mean not Negro, but this WS already said that, I mean, you already gave them 13 billion. This nigga's crazy. Talk about, but they gotta be included with the cash.
Do you believe that black people should receive reparations?
I believe African Americans, African Americans and Native Americans are entitled to reparations.
Why'd you say Native Americans? You're a politician and you've been one for a long time. You're not going to tell me that you don't know that they getting all this bread and set-asides for themselves. You hear me? 3.5 billion, 3 billion, 2 billion, 2 billion, billion. Ain't nothing but bees here. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Native Americans and blacks? Hold on, we just got to the tip of the iceberg. We ain't even, listen, I'm sorry. I wasn't even sharing that part. Billion. You see all those billions? This is set aside strictly for them. Tribal communities under the law. This is under the law. So this is law. You have to give them their set asides. Now watch this. Come on, family. Now we listen. Anytime this is how you know they trying to play us. This is a disrespect. It's disrespectful because number one, you done already gave them bread. And you talking about if it includes Native Americans, you got her saying that. See, this is a game plan that they have. Now watch this. We're going to get up out of there. We're going to go to Indian Business Incubators Program. Let's go down here. Look at all this money. Change Lab, Cherokee Nation, 300,000, 237,000, 300,000, 300,000. What you talking about? Cash payments if they get it. Hold on, because watch this. IBIP awards seek to establish and operate business incubators that serve tribal reservation communities. These grants will provide individual tailored business incubation and other business services to Native businesses and Native entrepreneurs to overcome the unique obstacles they confront and provide the tools necessary to start and grow their business, offer products and service to reservation communities. Listen, they have to serve the reservation communities. This is why we need this type of stuff. And again, we need a tribal government. I understand the Freedmen's Bureau and everything, but the Freedmen's Bureau don't come with a tribal court. A Freedmen's Bureau does not come with a tribal court. So again, this is why we need this type of stuff, right? So hold on. And again, I like that part because they get stuff and they are forced to use that within their own community. They are forced to. This is why I always tell people too, I'm going to go on a little side note. Don't try to let people force you into buying black. Buy black off people who also buy black, who also tend to want, because the people will try to force you into that or just try to make you feel guilty. But here we go. Native American Business Development Institution Grant. Talking about all this money. Talking about he cash reparations only if natives get it. Man, look at all this bread. Look at all this bread. See, they got tribes all over the place. You see what I'm saying? Apply. Learn for the application. See, watch this. Hold on, family. That's all money. Everything I'm tapping is money. And mind you, I know you thinking this is because this is the business thing, right? They even got a tourism grant. I'm not even going to go on that one. The National Tribal Broadband Grant. Let's see what that's about. Technical assistance is now available through Tribal Tech for all OIED grants. Please complete the intake form registered. Hold on, let's get down here. Spur economic development and commercial activity, create opportunities for self-employment, enhance educational resources and remote learning opportunities. Hold on. Well, of course, you already know that one has do with some bread. Hold on. This is the one. This is the one. Watch this. Living Languages Grant. So this is why they did this right here, right? Our Division of Economic Development provides an opportunity for tribes to receive funding to document and revitalize languages that are at risk of disappearing because of the decline of native speaking population. So you should be giving us bread for the Tut language then. Where's Tyreek at, man? Tell that nigga, tell him, give us our bread for the Tut language then. Look. Revitalize languages. I didn't even know it costs money to revitalize languages. To keep a language from going extinct. I didn't know it costs money to keep that shit going. Ain't that a bitch? Look at all this bread. Just to keep a language alive. Just to keep a language. Yo, they talking about adding these people. Bro, this is what I'm saying. We don't dig into this part. A lot of us don't really deal with natives like that. So we don't really be knowing what's going on. Bro, this is going on all the time, every single year. And it's coming out of your taxes. Your taxes is how they're getting all this bread. Mind you, they slaved us. They slaved us, fam. What's going on here? So, all right, let's get out of here. All right, that's language. Indian Loan Guarantee and Insurance Program. Look at this. You got the $5, you got the $5 natives. That's what look at these white people in here getting these checks. Look at these white people in here getting these checks, man. Your $5 Indians. Look, offer 18 loan guarantee totaling over 125 million, man. Come on, man. What's going on here, man? This nigga a whole white dude, dog, talking about he native, man. Knock it off. Nigga, a whole white man. Look at this. For borrowers to qualify for a loan through the program, you must be an individual who is enrolled member of a federally recognized American Indian and Alaska Native AIAN tribe group or group, federally recognized AIAN group, or a corporation, limited liability company, or other business entity with less than 51% ownership by federally recognized AIAN individuals. Listen to this shit, man. These niggas getting the works. They talking about, oh, you ain't never been on the reservation. You ever seen the reservation? They all shitty and they living worse than us. Nah, nigga. And if they are, that's because they peoples is doing them dirty. They peoples is getting all the bread and they finessing them. And guess what? The government can't get involved with that. That's another thing we're going to have to make sure that we get all the way together. This is why this has to be a serious conversation, because look at the natives. Again, we have to follow footsteps and see which direction we got to go and which directions we got to stay away from, right? So, and for real, I think we should stay away from letting certain people disperse the bread or be above that. Like, man, listen, if you tied in with Boule, you ain't getting no prominent spots. Let's go. I want to go to education, right? We're going to go to justice and all that in a second. But let's go to education real quick, right? So watch this. Tribally controlled schools. And you know we need our own schools, family. We know we need our own schools. Watch this. They saying the reason behind it, the first Indian Reorganization Act of 1934 introduced the teaching of Indian history and culture in BIA schools. Until then, it had been federal policy to acculturate and assimilate Indian people by eradicating their tribal cultures through an aborting school system. So watch this, family. We should have been did this. They said, man, we getting away. They ain't letting these niggas teach us. I'm not letting these people teach my kids. We the only ones still pushing our kids to their school. Listen, this is why we losing. And watch this. The federal government over here funding their schools. You know they are. That's just a little, look, Department of Defense education activity. You know why? Because they educating them on policing and all of that stuff. Yes. Yes, this is what's going on here. This is what's going on here. Budget and finance. Let's go to the budget. We want to see the money. What y'all talking about? Oh, y'all talking about 1.6 billion? Y'all talking about 209 million increases from 2023? A 200 million increase from 2023? I don't know how this fly got up in here, but that shit bothering me. Look at 2023. We can see the whole budget on some real shit. I don't even think I shared that other tab when I went on it either. I be forgetting sometimes that I gotta look. Budget justifications, huh? United States Department of Interior. That's who we need to go holler at to go start our tribes. Dead ass. We need to go start our tribes at the what's this again? Yeah, the Department of Interior, Secretary of Interior, and get our shits recognized so we can start getting some funding. This what needs to happen so we can starting our own. Let's get up out of here. Now I want to get up out of here. All right, we seen the school thing because I want to get to this justice thing. Let's get here. Justice. See? The mission of the Office of Justice Service is to uphold tribal sovereignty and provide for safety of Indian communities and ensuring the protection of life, property, and enforcing laws, maintaining justice and order, and by ensuring that sentenced American Indian offenders are confined in safe, secure, humane environments. See what I'm saying? Because you know that the United States have the most inhumane environments. And I believe that if we had our own government and our own facilities, I don't even want to call them facilities because they wouldn't be facilities. We need to house people in homes, right? We need to house people in homes where it's a natural setting. That's the only way you're going to be rehabilitated. Y'all letting these people lie to you and think it has to be a certain way. That's why they have the highest recidivism rate, which is the rate of return. Now, I watch documentaries on prisons, and I'm telling you, all the rest of them is moving different, and that's why they don't have as much crime. Besides the fact that they orchestrating a lot of this stuff over here. But again, we know we got the I'm white and I say so laws where you can spit at the police and get 70 years. You get what I'm saying? Family, we got to get away from this shit. But look, law enforcement, the police academy. Come on, fam. If we have a tribe, I'm signing up for the feds. Yo, word up. I want to be a prison guard, nigga. Listen, family, we gotta see they got their own police academy. This is how things is gonna change for us. Hold on. I'm sorry, because I didn't change this. This is how things is gonna change for us, family. And yo, watch this. They have to get trained by the United States government. They are getting trained by the United States government. And you know that they sending that bread, right? What the hell? Highway safety. See, they got their own highways because they talk about in one of them little things that they be breaking down about the oh, you know what? I think I forgot one. I think I forgot one, family. Hold on. Yo, it'd be a lot of little white people would be trying to get in. No, that's the same Indian. What's the name, Long? Okay. But family, I'm telling you, this is why I said, and this is let me clarify why I'm saying this. But the reason why I don't think that a hate crime bill or a lynching bill is going to work is because they don't abide by anything that they say. They can sign one tomorrow, and then one of us get killed by the police, and guess what? They don't charge them with a hate crime. They don't charge them with the lynch. They just charge them normally, right? And maybe give them a couple of years or whatever, or don't give them anything at all and have them beat the case. This is, I'm white and I say so. This is kangaroo court. They just do whatever the hell they want, right? So explain to me how that's going to work, right? We just watched, again, the whole Emmett Till thing with the lynching bill and everything. And then she just died off, and everybody acting like that was like a plus. Like, oh, she got what she deserved. Like, no, nigga, a lot of people dying at 88. That's like that's actually above average age of dying. What do you mean? You thought she was gonna live forever? Don't give me that heaven and hell shit. I don't want to hear that shit. A lot of y'all niggas gonna be down there with her talking about she getting what she deserved. That bullshit. Here we go. Policy and procedures, man. We ain't got to get into all that. We ain't even going to get into all that. But I did want to show y'all that because, yo, listen, family, these people are full of crap, man. Hold on. I wanted to show y'all something on my, because remember this. Watch this.
Why not target the African-American community? Why not say then, this is for you? This is for African Americans. If there was a banking crisis, then you target money for the banks. If there was a national disaster, you target your money for the national for disaster relief.
That's not how America works. America works when all of us are pulling together, and everybody is focused on making sure that every single person has opportunity.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit Black people. No, because whatever benefits that Black family will benefit that community and society as a whole in the country.
So whatever benefits us has to benefit everybody. But, you know, the Native Americans, they can just get what they want and get, you know, set aside strictly for themselves, right? They can get set aside strictly for themselves. Look at this. Listen, family, this is why we got to stop with these politicians. They full of shit. If you can't see that, you're crazy. And then you got the nerve to be taking my tax dollars to be dunking it to all this, dog. We just went through all that. None of that stuff had anything to do with them checks they getting every month that's untaxable. What's going on here? Why are we sitting here? Yo, we cannot sit back and just let them do this, fam. We have to put this work in. We have to put this work in, bro. It's like impossible to sit back and just let you just keep sitting here like, yo, you just hold on, watch this, family. These niggas done slaved us, and we over here paying them. We over here paying them after they done slaved us and scalped our people's head for $25. Let me play
After
Dr.
the Civil War ended, the Choctaw and Chickasaw was still holding about 12 or 15,000 slaves. Even after the Civil War ended, the United States government sent in troops saying, you got to get rid of this slavery and set Black folk free. And they set up what's called the 1866 Indian Treaties with these 5 civilized tribes, which says that Black people in this country must not only turn them loose, they must get benefits. They must get forms of reparations. Going back to your earlier question, you must first of all set them free. 2, you must give them an option. And this is for all Black freedmen and all Blacks who live in the Indian Territory and all Black Indians.
See, that's what I'm saying. So family, how are we paying their taxes? I'm trying to find a picture real quick. How are we paying their taxes? Because I seen, I want to say it was Klamath Falls, Oregon. That's where I was at. That's exactly where I got locked up at. Hold on, fam. Hold on.
He's a one-man death squad.
My bad, family, my bad. I don't know what the hell was going on with that. But that shit made me lose my whole train of thought. But I got a picture in here I was trying to show y'all. Okay, so it might be in my downloads. Okay, so it was a picture, but it had all the times they gave out reparations in the United States, right? And I can't find it. I thought that was it, but that's not it. Okay, so they had a picture of all the times they gave out reparations. And in 1983, they gave out some reparations based off a 18-something treaty. It wasn't the 1866 like Dr. Claude Anderson was just saying, but they definitely gave it out. And Klamath Falls got one too in 1980 something too. The Clamoya, because that's why they got the Clamoya Casino out there in Klamath Falls, Oregon, from the natives out there. That's why I said I was out there with them watching niggas get checks. I was in Alaska watching niggas get checks. Like, dog, we not gonna sit here and, you know, sit back and just let you give everybody checks. Mind you, these people straight slaved us, and we have to pay them. Yo. And then the first thing somebody else say when we talk about slavery, the first thing, the first main, I ain't gonna say the first one, but the main argument that y'all say is, yo, my answer, I didn't slave nobody. You wasn't slaved. You see what I'm saying? Neither was these niggas. Why they still getting shit? Nobody in them pictures on them websites with them natives was around when all that shit was happening. But somehow they still getting mad money. Bro, we not even gonna sit here and act like that shit just some little bit. They getting mad money. Nigga, that shit totaling in the trillions. Nigga, you fucking stupid, dog. Talk about you ain't got it for us, though. Nah, hell nah. See, that's what I'm saying, family. We got to starting these little tribal joints, get with that Department of Interior and start making our tribes, nigga. Foundational Black American 1, Foundational Black American 2 in Atlanta. And you get what I'm saying, dog? Nah, for real, bro. We got to get this because that's the only way how you going to have a tribal government? I mean, how you going to have a tribal court? Because watch this. Man, they prison system make money. They don't want that shit sliding to us. They don't want that money sliding to us. And for us to make something and then, you feel what I'm saying? We put our shit on Wall Street. Come on, man. Even though we're not going to do our people like that, but I'm just saying, this is how they be thinking because all they is money hungry. That's why it's not justice or no judicial system, nigga. That shit is a straight slave system. Like, nigga, I don't care what you did wrong or what you didn't do wrong, nigga. You gonna sit in here, and I'm gonna get my bread up out you. And then later on down the line, if everything work out for you, you might can get your time back or some bread out of that shit after I done played you and fucked you over. Like, hell no. Nah. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you. Matter of fact, no, I didn't. I actually wanted to show y'all this right here. This right here, this was deep.
Promises.
This is
only
Harry
to walk
Belafonte.
into the places of power and then deny us.
Hold on. This is how you talk truth to power right in true face. Listen, I want to be honest. A lot of people too scared to do shit like this. No, I'm being dead serious, bro. Even people that's in our little movement, I'm being honest, dog. Yo, it takes some it takes some balls and some heart, bro, to put niggas on black, bro. And he got mad cameras in his face and everything. Dog, a lot of people would tap dance around little shit when they feel some type of way about somebody right in their face, dog. For real, bro. Because a lot of people ain't tough and all that old goofy shit. So people, you gotta speaking truth to power like this when they right in your grill. Gotta respect it.
The last thing Dr. King said to me before he was murdered, Martin said, you know, I sit here deeply concerned that I suspect we're leading our nation on an integration trip that has us integrating into a burning house. Most of the politicians I know of make promises only to walk into the places of power and then deny us. I guess part of the reason I'm here is to really look through the ravages of the Democratic Party and see if anything is really worth salvaging.
I know that's right. Look, right in their face, nigga. Is anything worth salvaging? Hell no, it ain't worth salvaging. And we keep trying to tell y'all that. It ain't worth salvaging. It ain't worth salvaging. Let them Democrats crash and burn, because they are. And family, I'm about to have a nice little panel on Monday. I'm trying to get everybody together. So far, everybody committed. So we're gonna have a nice little panel on Monday. I'm not sure of everything we're going to talk about. I'm going to holler at them, see if they want to talk about anything specific or whatever, or what they got going on. But trust me, it's a powerhouse. It's a little powerhouse. You feel me? New Black Media Appreciation Month. I think it's going to be over Monday, but I'm going to have some heavy hitters in the New Black Media regardless. So happy New Black Media Appreciation Month to everybody who's in the New Black Media, all the supporters of the New Black Media. We couldn't do this without y'all, and we greatly appreciate all the love, all the support, all the likes, all the subscribes. You feel what I'm saying? All the sharing of the content, man. We appreciate it. Definitely all the cash apps and everything. I definitely want to give my own shout outs to everybody who've been blessing me, man. I appreciate all of y'all and all of the love. We are up out of here, family. Again, we need a tribal government. We need tribal courts. We need to separate ourselves from this system. Because when you start talking about Black Wall Street, you're talking about segregation. When we was doing the best we ever did in this country, we were segregated. And the only reason we did good because we were forced. We were forced to buy off each other. Matter of fact, let me show y'all something real quick. I'm going to show y'all what type of soil I come from. Let me show you what type of soil I come from, man. Hold on, man. Check me out, man. Listen, man, my town. Shout out to George White. You feel me? He was the main investor. This and it's so funny because when I grew up in Whitesboro, I always said, damn, why it's called Whitesboro? Ain't one white person live here. We had one white lady when I got a little bit, like when I was like in probably like middle school or something. Miss Winston, she sold candy, but she had a black husband, right? But other than that, Booker T. Washington, was an investor because they came from North Carolina and they bought property. Watch this. Look, they bought all these acres. It's 3 miles worth of acres because that's how big Whitesboro is. Total 3.56 miles. So they bought all this land, right? These investors, right? George White, Booker T. Washington, Paul Dunbar. Shout out to them. Shout out to them because they really, watch this, is 1901. Remember, Black Wall Street got burnt down in 1920. Listen, and we had over 50 of these Black Wall Streets. Bro, this is exactly what they was trying to do with this. This is why they took all the investors and they tried to, and it was more than just them three. It was more than them three. It's actually 7. Because when you go here, damn, I'm not even sharing this shit. I'm so sorry, family. I was over here. Here we go. Booker T. Washington, George White. That's who Whitesboro is actually named after. I ain't learned that till later. I just thought it was, and that's Paul Dunbar. So again, like I said, it's 3.6 miles. And they bought all of this like they did like an investment. You feel me? They invested. See, the Equitable Industrial Association, some prominent American investors. See, but it was 7 of them. But let me back out real quick. Concerned Citizens of Whitesboro. These my people's on it. She actually on my Facebook. Shout out to them. But yeah, man, we come from that soil, man. That soil, you hear me? The town I grew up in, they was trying to make a Black Wall Street. Whitesboro, New Jersey, established in 1901, exclusively for African Americans. Come on, family. Come on, family. I come from this. You hear me? Shout out to all my peoples in Whitesboro, man. Shout out to all my family in Woodbine, Wildwood. You already know Cape May, man. We in here, man. Feel me? It's coming back around, man. It's coming back around. You hear me? It's coming back around. Whitesboro, we in the building, man. We out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button too. You heard?